This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim pass the assist, you know that it's number one show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sob like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.
Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. Game 1 of the NBA season, and we got, the toughest, the toughest competition that you can get in your first game of the season. World champion NBA Boston Celtics. Got my man E-Rule here. What's going on, E-Rule? How you feeling, man? How you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling good, man. I had to get on here for the first episode, for the start of the season. I want to hear Knicks family is your boy. I needed to hear that in my soul, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. I appreciate that. This is the brightest outlook a Knicks team has had in a very long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bright, man. But we kind of got a new team. It looks like, man. We got rid of Julius and these guys, so we're not bully ball anymore. So
right.
You really got to get used to a new style, system, different players and stuff. So
everything brand new, right? Everything is new. We got we got to get used to that. You know what I'm saying? The way that the Knicks play now is very different than the way that they played last year. You know what I mean? Last year, the Knicks were gritty, grinded out type of team. This year, they're going to be a little bit more finesse, scoring type of team. I have questions about the toughness of the team. I ain't even going to lie. I got questions about it. Because I feel like with Randall and with Dante, we gave up some of that toughness. I wonder who's going to be the tough guy on this team. That's a question that I've been having for a while. Like, who's going to be the tough guy on this basketball team?
Power-wise, too. You got Mitch and Hartenstein as well. Those guys don't really bring a lot of offense, but just the physical size out there, rebounding, offensive rebounding, throwing their bodies around. Just a different look.
And I don't know if this team is any faster either than it was last year. We're definitely smarter, though. I could say that. We're a much smarter team because Karl Anthony Towns is much smarter than Julius Randle as far as making basketball decisions. I can already see the ball movement is much better. And I ain't trying to knock Julius Randle. I love what Julius Randle did with the Knicks, but I can see the ball movement is better. The style of play is going to be more appealing to the eye. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do we have the intangibles? Those are going to be the things that we find out as we go along through the season.
Yeah, that's the fun part, man. The 82 games are the big grind, man. But us fans, just to get in the mix, man, like it's like the best thing, best feeling. It's like Christmas for us Knicks fans,
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's this is it. I don't know. It's good. It's going to be a great season for the Knicks. We got to stay healthy, though. Injuries are already starting to attack us. You know what I mean? But the big guys, OG, Cat, Brunson, Bridges, got to stay healthy for the most part. Yeah. In order for this to be a successful season. Obviously, there's going to be missed games. You know what I mean? But, missed games here or there, I don't have a problem with it, but we just want to be healthy.
Yeah, definitely. I think, it's always been like the next man up mentality. We always talk about that. It's like cliche and stuff, but Tom Thibodeau kind of preaches that. A lot of the guys already have that in their blood. You don't have to necessarily develop anybody anymore. Everybody's kind of self-made.
Right.
So whoever's gets called next, I feel confident anybody that pops up in there.
Yeah, no doubt. Right now, as far as injuries, for the Knicks, we got Precious. Obviously, Landry, those two guys are injured, so they're out. I mean, Landry's not even on the team, but Precious is injured. He's out. All right, well, what was it, 2 to 4 weeks?
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah. So, we'll get into that. For the Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis, a key cog in their system, is out. So that takes away from some of their firepower, right? But for the most part, the Knicks have their firepower intact, right? So you're looking at right now, for sure, 8-man rotation for sure that we know of for sure, right?
You gotta say for show. For show. Like Cat says for show.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody was worried about the minutes and stuff. Now that basically just takes that out of the equation. With Precious out, there goes right now, and the guys are gonna have to start playing more minutes than we probably expected. Because I was looking at like just fantasize it, like we got to go 10 guys deep when we were healthy, But we're missing Shamet now, and so now it's gonna be shrunk back down to like a regular 8-man rotation probably.
Right, because you know the starting five is Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby. Then your bench, you got Deuce, Campaign, Jericho Sims.
Right.
Who's playing? Who else is playing?
That's a concern, like 4-Pac, Mr. Pacome. And they call him a 4-Pac now because he got the 4 and his, Pac, of course.
Right.
Yeah, so he might end up getting some minutes too. And he played really well in the preseason. So do you think he's ready for that yet?
I do. I think he can play. I was on Tony's show a couple days ago, and he asked what do the Knicks do? I think Dante plays. I think he has a good awareness for the basketball game. He can shoot the ball, right? So he makes up for some of the shooting that we're missing with Landry. And I think he can shoot with the same style as far as, coming off screens, catch and shoot. I think he can do both of those things. He can put the ball on the floor a little bit. He provides a little bit more length out there on the floor than Shamet does. He knows how to cut to the basket. I think he has a good sense of the basketball game, good awareness on the floor, and I think that he's going to get some rotation minutes. And if he gets rotation minutes, even if Shamet, and he produces, and even if Shamet gets healthy, I don't know, what would be the reason besides just, adding more to the bench, having someone back there.
Have you ever seen anybody like that that wasn't even part of the team necessarily? He was on the Exhibit 10 contract or whatever exhibit he was on, and the organization has him on a high pedestal kind of. So it seems like they were reluctant to waive him, and then they waived him, but now they still got him in Knicks uniform in the facilities working out and stuff. So I don't think I've ever seen that before. Somebody like that, not like star player. This is like a guy looking with 1 foot in and out the league,
Right.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Right. I think it's because of his shooting. The Knicks got to find a way to make up for what Dante provided.
Right.
That style of shooting. That guy that can just catch it and shoot it really, really quick from anywhere. You miss it with moving Dante along. So I think maybe Dottie, I think that's the reason why they still want to hold on to Landry, because he provides some of that.
He was nice, man. I love it. Like when he comes down, he sounds like he plants that foot down. He plants it as like an anchor, and he pops right up on that jump shot, man. Big time.
Yeah.
Love the way he plays.
Yeah. We got people calling in, so we'll get to a couple of phone calls, because this is going to be a short show, ladies and gentlemen. Regretfully so. Regretfully so. Yeah, it's going to be a short one, because I got to go to basketball practice before the game. But let me go ahead and get to it. My man Lauren from Cali, what's popping, bro? How you feeling?
Blessings, Chief. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Getting ready for tonight.
Happy Knicks season.
Yes, sir.
Knicks season.
Yes, sir.
I think the main thing for me this season is nothing, no kind of panic at all. The main things are, number one, obviously stay healthy. Number two, avoid the play-in tournament, because there's no need for us to be fighting to get into playoff position. Do the work that you need to do. I don't really care about the seeding 1 or 6. I don't care. Just don't waste any energy on a play-in tournament. Definitely win the in-season tournament, because why not, right? And then, just go for that chip. I think everything has been, for the last 4 years or so, everything's been building up to this kind of season. No more worries about who's going to get traded mid-season or who we're going to get after the season. We kind of have an idea of who are the Knicks going forward, at least for the next 2-3 years. So this season is just about doing the best we can to stay healthy, perform the best we can, and then go to that championship. That's about it. You know?
Yeah.
That's really all it is. And it's like, you know, the commissioner is looking out for Knicks fans because right after we watch the Knicks, we get to watch Julius Randle and Dante.
Yeah, I mean, you know that you know they did that one on purpose.
100%.
Because they're like, oh, you know, Knicks fans are gonna say, well, let me tune in and see what Julius Randle is doing.
100%. You know,
no doubt about that. Let me tune in and see what Randle is doing over there. And if Randle drops 40 tonight, half the fans will be like,
my God. Get the phone lines ready.
See? Watch.
Get the phone lines ready. You know?
I'm worrying about my sleep, man. You know, I want to get some sleep tonight.
Good luck at basketball practice, and, you know, we'll have a good season.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. All right. Appreciate you, Lauren. Peace.
No doubt.
Yeah. You know, the NBA's, you know, they're pretty slick in doing that.
Yeah, but I want to get some sleep tonight. After the Knicks game, now I gotta stay up, you know, for another 2 hours waiting for Julius to, you know, I mean, come on, man.
Right. Because, you know, a lot of Knicks fans are still going to support him for a little while at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To see what he's doing. I want to see what it's going to look like in Minnesota.
Yeah, I can't front, man. They look kind of weird, you know. They look kind of weird. Even Julius' haircut looks whack, man. Whoever their barber is, like his fade is not right, you know. Right. I'm like, oh man.
I mean, that's what surprised me about them being willing to make the trade. Right? Is that, you know, Randle doesn't really shoot from the outside, so it doesn't open it up. It doesn't really open up the floor that much. You know, Rudy Gobert, you know, obviously doesn't shoot from the outside. You know, Dante's a good fit. I'm not saying Randall's not a good fit there, but it is kind of weird a little bit, you know. But they add to the toughness of the team. You know, so I guess we'll see what it looks like. I did watch it a little bit, and they look like, you know, it looked decent. So, you know, their defense should stay good. I don't know.
They look like the Knicks. They look like the Knicks when the Knicks had Julius.
Yeah, that's what they look
with
like.
Julius, and then, you know, they got a big center, and then they got the guards on the outside, you know, so they kind of look like the Knicks a little bit.
They kind of look like they do. Right. Jason Benjamin, thank you for the super chat. He said, I'm confused about this toughness question. Do you mean playing style or mentality? Tibbs is the coach, so we will be a mentally tough team. I think we will be a mentally tough team. I'm talking about playing style a little bit. You know, like who's the guy that's protecting everybody out there? You know what I mean? If somebody, you know, who's protecting Jalen Brunson? You know, who, or not even who's protecting. Let me not say that. I'm talking about edge. Like, I think most of your really good teams have somebody, maybe the Celtics didn't, I don't know, but have somebody that brings just a little bit of edge to your team. Randle, I thought, was the guy that brought edge to this team. And a lot of times those guys have indifferent relationship with the fans, right? Look at Draymond Green, you know, and that's what I kind of thought Randle brought, was kind of like a little bit of edge to the team. I don't, you know, just looking to see if we're going to have that edge.
Yeah, I agree with that. The edge thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, so maybe toughness isn't the exact right word, more the edge. Who brings that edge to the team? Not exactly sure. You know, not exactly sure. But you know, it doesn't mean the Knicks can't win.
Yeah.
Doesn't
mean
the
like
Knicks can't win.
Glue guys, right? You're talking about glue guys too, like Josh Hart. You know, that's why I think he's good in the starting lineup, because, you know, he's like a glue guy with the other four dudes. He's not really scoring or anything, but he's the guy that's supposed to provide the toughness, diving on the floor, that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Jason again said Porzingis didn't add toughness to the Celtics, but he added a dimension to their offense that was hard to defend. Same thing Cat hopefully does. I agree. You know, the Celtics didn't have that kind of edge to them, but that was also a question throughout the season too. You know, do they have enough edge? And for those people who thought the Knicks could possibly had beaten the Celtics last year, the edge that the Knicks brought was one of the reasons why. Right? People thought the Knicks had the toughness to be able to wear them down. Obviously, the Knicks couldn't stay healthy, so you never got a chance to see that. But it's just a question that I have in my mind. Thank you again for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Both points. I like that.
Yeah. Lineups for tonight. I mean, we talked about the Knicks lineup, and what the Knicks got going on. What do the Celtics look like? Who they got out there? Obviously, we know Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford is most likely starting at the center spot because Kristaps Porzingis is out. And then you got Drew Holiday, who's their fifth person this year. I haven't paid attention to him, so I don't know.
Me neither. They basically running back the same squad. They try to add that dude. I forgot his name, but he got waived. People are talking about bringing that dude over to the Knicks. I can't get his name at the moment, but I mean, other than that, they didn't add anybody to the team really.
Yeah. I mean, they should be coming in as a smooth, well-oiled machine if you think about it, right? After winning the NBA championship, they should Lonnie Walker. That's what they're saying in the chat. Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Talking about him coming to the Knicks, right?
Yeah, he was waived by the Celtics.
Yeah. But I mean, they should be a well-oiled machine. They should know their rotations. They should know exactly, how to play, what to do. That's the one thing, about tonight with the Knicks facing off against the Celtics. The Knicks are still learning what they're doing because there's so many new pieces to this team. The Celtics are kind of, they got it down. They know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to think about what to do right now. They know what they're doing. The Knicks right now are thinking about what they're going to do out there on the floor. I think the Knicks will get to that point because Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, I think, have really good chemistry already. Better than him and than Brunson and Julius Randle had.
Yeah, it was nice to see that in preseason. But Brunson, they was doing they threw some questions, some fan questions and stuff, about it. So they asked him about the Celtics and how they play and how the Knicks play, everything that's happening. And he just mentioned that that the league tends to be copycat leads. In a nutshell, this is what he said. Like the league tends to be copycat. So not for nothing, the Knicks basically copied the Celtics format where we got guys. We basically have like 5 guys out. Everybody can shoot threes.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Basically.
And our major players is Cat with Brunson. So we kind of mirrored them, except we on paper we have some really good defenders to match up with their wing players.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah, we're kind of like built to play them.
Right. So the Celtics, just running it back with the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis is out, so Al Horford should be the starting center. Drew Holiday and Derek White. That's what I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
Derek White. Which size-wise, the Knicks should match up perfectly with the Celtics. Even if Kristaps Porzingis is there, the Knicks should match up perfectly size-wise with the Celtics, right? Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart should be able to match up with Derek White and Drew Holiday. Then Bridges and OG can match up with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And then Karl Anthony Towns at whoever. Either player that's at the center spot, Karl Anthony Towns should be able to match up with. So, it's the Knicks, the front office built this team to compete with the Boston Celtics. Yeah. Bottom line.
Even the centers are Dominican. Isn't that ironic? Like one of the greatest centers ever, on both sides,
Yeah.
The greatest Dominican players that play for the NBA.
Yeah. So they mirrored the team, just like you said, and they match up with them perfectly. So definitely, this is gonna be if the Knicks win the game, people will probably start raising their championship banners.
I love it, man. It reminds me of the Yankees. Guys were like jumping off the building in the beginning of the season for the Yankees. Oh my God, the Yankees is! And now look at the Yankees in the World Series right now. And the same guys that you see online, they're all cheering and all happy about it. So, got to pace yourself. It's a long year, man. A lot of games.
Got a lot of games, a lot of times, a lot of things that can happen. You know what I mean? Looking at the matchups for tonight, though, like that's the thing. Like we said, the Knicks are built to match up with the Celtics. Who do you see guarding who? Like, I guess let's just start off with the wings because that's the main piece of this, right?
Yeah.
OG, McCall, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I guess, I'm assuming OG will probably be on Jason Tatum, height-wise, right? And Mikal with Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
How do you see those matchups right there? Those are the key matchups.
Yeah. Supposedly OG
from the wing positions.
Tatum gets his worst numbers against OG. Supposedly, that's what they say. I think that's like a good matchup. They match up lengthwise. You know, even their arm length and stuff like that. They just match up perfectly physically.
Right.
Same thing with Tatum and with Brown and Mikal. Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I guess my thing is I guess we don't need them to match up scoring wise because we have Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson to do the scoring part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about Mikal, man? Like his jump shot, you know, I don't know why he just, you know, changed the, because I mean, he's always been a good shooter. Now all of a sudden he has this like extra, you know, little thing going on. Are you concerned by that, or you think that's just like a big bruise or something?
I think I know what they wanted to do, right? I think it was about, you know, his arms are so long. I think they were trying to find a way for him to get his shot off quicker.
Yeah.
Right. And so by having his, you know, instead of him having to extend here, maybe it takes a little bit longer than him being able to catch it and just have it up here. Right. Because his arms are mad long. I was at the game the other day and me and my brother were watching him and they just dangle.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. They just dangle. His arms are crazy long. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it'll come around though. I think it'll come around.
So. I'm hoping because I mean, you know, like attacking, you said like offensive, they don't have to match up, you know, blow for blow, you know, because that's not how we're playing really this year, you know. But it would be nice for him to be able to really take advantage of you know, opportunities, you know, because we've seen it through preseason. He will have opportunities to score, and you know, I just hope that confidence comes back and he can just get into the flow of things. But you know, we gotta pace ourselves. We can't jump off. You can't get too high or jump off the cliff on day one either. So.
Right. That's the thing. It's hard not to though. Not gonna front. It's hard not to. Yeah. Chuck D in the building. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him a round of applause. The great Chuck D says salute Sim and BK. Let's go and may sport and our team have our sanity from this current social media madness going on. Go Knicks. Yeah. No doubt about it. You know the ultimate Knicks fan. You know, everybody talks about Spike Lee, but Chuck D is one of the ultimate Knicks fans as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right there on the street corners with us, man.
No doubt. Yeah. No doubt about it. I do want to remind people we have these the Warden, you know, the same like we did with Jalen Brunson, the Captain Clutch, where we got a new character now. Me and my man Print with Print Jurisdiction, we got the Warden. All right, and those you can take pre-orders on those T-shirts and hoodies right now, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt. I thought
you was gonna say we taking Cash App right now, guys. That's what I thought you was gonna say.
Shoot, yeah. I should. Nah, but you could take pre-orders right now. You can see the Warden T-shirts and hoodies on printjurisdiction.com. That's the only place that you can get it, ladies and gentlemen. The link is at the top of your chat right now. I'm also gonna put it in the description of the video. All right, you know, this year we got white T-shirts and hoodies, blue ones, black ones. Yeah, but the Warden, Mikal Bridges, make sure you go check those out. Get those for the season. Yeah,
shout out to Prince Jurisdiction. He's a good artist. You know, if you look at the website, not only Knicks stuff, he has a lot of other
stuff,
T-shirts too, hip hop and political stuff.
He does his thing.
Very good, man.
He does his thing.
Yeah.
We talked about some matchup keys to the game. What are your keys to the game for tonight?
Keys to the game for me is I just want to see how, because you know the Celtics they're probably going to come off the rip and they're going to be doing their thing. So I want to see how the Knicks you know, deal with adversity. You know, we're probably going to get our feathers ruffled a little bit. So I want to see how they fight with each other, because just watching guys' body language. I was all about body language for preseason. Mikal Bridges seemed like he was like kind of like getting into a shell. And then there was a one game where he kind of like snapped. He kind of got a little angry and he was a little bit more aggressive. Cat seems like he needs to get punched in the mouth before he really gets it going. You know, Brunson, you don't have to really worry about. OG's another guy that's kind of clumsy and stuff. So I just want to see how guys, function once the Celtics really start to rip and run. Yeah. And then on the opposite side, same thing. Once let's say if the Knicks come out and they have it together, I want to see how the Celtics, take that punch.
Yeah, yeah. I think one of the big keys to this game, it's hard to know what your keys are going to be right now because you just don't know what the Knicks are going to be like yet, right? When they really get out there playing against this level of competition. I think, like I said, the Celtics are a well-oiled machine. Can the Knicks match that offensively? Right? And then when we get down, you get down into crunch time. Do the Knicks know what they're doing versus the Celtics know what the Celtics know what they're doing, who they're going to, when they're going to them, the sets they're going to run. They've got to master, do the Knicks. And can the Knicks, get it done in that situation? So we're still learning about the team. So we don't know yet. And yeah. Chuck said print jurisdiction is the truth. Print is the truth. You guys just got to go to the website and check it out. Like Edu said, he does some amazing stuff. Albert Grant said, do we still have Captain Clutch tees? Right there on printjurisdiction.com.
Yeah, I got mine, man.
Go check it out.
I got to lose a little bit more weight to fit it, man. I got too heavy. So, I'm almost there.
Yeah. But I think those are going to be some keys. How do the Knicks handle it in crunch time? Because throughout preseason, it was only the subs who played during crunch time, during tight minutes. The starters and rotation guys were basically done by the third quarter. So, it's early. How do the Knicks handle those situations if it comes to that? I think defensively, we got guys that can match up. I think we'll be fine defensively. So the offensive side is the concern. Not that I'm concerned about the offense itself for the season, but, and as far as winning this game, can we be as smooth as the Celtics? Which probably not. We're going to have some hiccups. You know what I mean? And maybe we won't. Who knows? But I think that's going to be a key to this game, matching up in that way.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I know we want to get out of here, but I mean, for traditional things, like just watching the Knicks, we've been talking about it online a lot about the Knicks winning the championships. When they won through playing defense and moving the ball, basically. Those guys, they weren't really very, very selfish. Right. We're kind of the same thing. We're very top heavy with Brunson and the way that Clyde was top heavy there, and then Willis Reed is like, Cat in a way, just the offensive something like that. But then around the team, we have a lot of jump shooters, guys that play defense and move without the ball and stuff. So I think we're very similar to those championship years. So I think we can get wins by guys just just believing in that concept. You know what I'm saying? The traditional Knicks concept. So I think that's how we're gonna take care of business this year early on.
Do you have a prediction for tonight?
Oh, we're gonna win. We got to, because I already put the bets in. So I mean, we gotta win tonight, man.
I'm with it. I think the Knicks gonna win tonight. I think the Knicks gonna win, so the Knicks fans can go crazy. I think the Knicks get the win tonight.
No doubt.
I'm not saying that a win tonight leads to it's definitely a championship. I'm just saying I think the Knicks get this win tonight. Just seems like it's gonna be the perfect time to do it.
We're wearing home jerseys too, man. Yeah. In the garden, in the Boston Garden.
Right. In the Boston Garden.
Look at Josh.
I see him. I see him.
Yeah. Now we're gonna say nothing. Take it out the universe. Take it out the universe.
Right. Knicks lose by 10.
Yeah. That's Josh.
We got Boogie on the line. Jay Boogie, what's popping with you, brother? How you feeling? Why don't you close it out? Because I'm about to get up out of here. You can close it out for us, bro.
Salute. 3 capital S's. Bless, health, happiness to everybody. You know what time it is. You ain't got to look at your wrist. It don't take a watch to know what time it is. All that off season, that's over with. All that working on your game is over with. It's time to start, handling our business. And the first stop up in Boston. Yeah, we know you got the banner going up. Yeah, we know you won the championship. So what? We don't care nothing about that. We in your building. We here to shock everybody, shut all that down, and let everybody know this is a squad you're going to have to deal with. This is the season everybody everybody going to have to deal with the New York Knicks. I'm amped up. I hope you amped up. This is a new season. It's 24-25. Whole squad. This is an executioner squad. When was the last time we've been able to say, yo, we got a squad that can execute on all levels? This is an executing squad right now. And I'm so happy. Shout out to Leon Rose for everything he did. Shout out to the coaching staff, all the new coaching staff. Shout out to all the players. I don't care what happened in the preseason. I don't care what happened with who game didn't do what shot didn't look like what. Everybody got a clean slate, and it starts tonight. We the first team on TV that everybody want to see and they want to watch. Only reason why they watching Boston is to see their bandana go up. But everybody want to see that orange and blue. Everybody want to see that Knick logo. This is what time it is. Yo, what up to you, my guy, the AKA the young superfly Ron O'Neal, you know what I'm saying? My man, Mr. Sim. And shout out Mr. Eru, always doing what he doing. Shout out to everybody that's viewing. Shout out to everybody that's watching. But real quick, I want to say a little quick, short, small story, because you was talking about Chuck D and how legendary this guy he is. Not only into, you know what I'm saying, to the world and the sports and everything, but his life being so much to a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? I just want to tell y'all this short story. When I met Chuck D and me and him was kicking it on the outside of Madison Square Garden, and he was talking about, yo, Boogie, you know how guys be coming up to me, want me to do as far as music. I be wanting to help them guys, but all them keep talking and saying about the same thing. I told one guy one day, I'm a baseball fan. Let me hear you make a rhyme about a runner being on second, a runner being on third, and a guy up the bat trying to bring his men's home. I'm sponging everything. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to a guy like that, you need the sponge and carry it with you. You don't say nothing, so I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening to what he's saying. But at the same time, I'm saying I could talk about my team, the team I love. Let me make some bars about the squad I know. This is how Jay Boogie started writing rhymes about the New York Knicks. It comes from that man, the legendary Mr. Chuck D himself. That's why Jay Boogie do the songs that he does. That's why Jay Boogie, you know what I'm saying, he write them how he write, and he short them out how he short. He don't told me and taught me everything it is on how to make my music doing the Knicks. You ain't got to do 3-4 minutes. Just do a little 1.5 minutes and get your song over with and done with it. You know what I'm saying? It's what you're going to say is what's going to inspire the people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Chuck D that brought forth Jay Boogie to do New York Knick anthems, you know what I'm saying, from here on to this day. I love you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You mean so much to all of us, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to shout that guy out, you know what I'm saying, when you were speaking upon him, the legendary Mr. Chuck D, man. I love you, my brother. And I also love everybody that's in the chat. I love Mr. Sim. I love Eru. I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? This is our season to honor and respect and talk your smash about these New York Knicks this season. We ain't never felt like we really had a championship contender team. We always knew we had a good team. We always knew we had a nice team. But this year, we got championship matters in consideration. And I've been telling people already got my tickets at club quarters for the month of June. Salute, 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 3 capital S's.
Peace. Jay Boogie, ladies and gentlemen. He's a legend himself.
Make you run through a wall, man, I tell you.
No doubt. Paris Duggan, thank you for the super chat. He said, I asked, did the trade take us down a peg from we're going to take them out from the jump, or we got to see where we're at? But we will get to being able to take them out by playoff time because we will be able to. I think, I don't know, I think we're just, I don't know if it takes us down a peg. We're just learning. It's just, you know, this is what we started off. This is who we got to start the season off with. We're just learning. So, yeah. But anyway, I got to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time. I will be on tonight after the game. Hopefully, we'll be doing a Losers Lounge tonight, too. You know what I mean? Eru, I appreciate your time, bro. I know you're going to a watch party. You know, go enjoy that. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And check out these Warden t-shirts and hoodies. PrintJurisdiction.com. The link is in the description of the video. It's also tagged to the top of your YouTube chat. Go check it out. We out of here. Peace.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.